North Carolina Driver's License Test Practice Questions 2026. Flashcard 1. How much clearance is required between your vehicle and the vehicle you are passing before you return to the lane? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is at least 2 feet. Flashcard 2. When does the law say you are required to use your headlights? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is from sunset to sunrise when visibility is 400 feet or less. Flashcard 3. What type of auto insurance coverage must you have to drive a vehicle in North Carolina? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is liability coverage. Flashcard 4. 60 days. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is how long after moving to NC are you required to obtain a driver's license? If you change your name and address, you must notify the DMV within how many days? Flashcard 5. What is the penalty for the first suspension if your driver's license is suspended under the points system? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is your license will be taken away for 60 days. Flashcard 6. What is the hand signal for a left turn? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is put left hand and arm straight out, keeping hand and arm still. Flashcard 7. What should you do to signal an approaching vehicle to dim their headlights when driving at night? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is flash your high beams once. Flashcard 8. What is a proper response to a blown tire? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is steer straight, take your foot off the gas, do not use the brakes. Flashcard 9. If you are convicted while your license is revoked for an ERLD or DWI conviction, the court may order your vehicle seized and sold. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is true. Flashcard 10. The DMV can suspend your driver's license in which of the following situations? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is 2 convictions for speeding over 55 miles per hour within 1 year, a conviction for speeding over 75 miles per hour, a conviction for racing another vehicle. Flashcard 11. What is the criteria to choose the best child safety seat? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is it should be crash tested, it should fit in your car. Flashcard 12. School bus stops for passengers. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is all traffic in both directions must stop always. Flashcard 13. All vehicles, regardless of direction of travel, must yield right of way to an approaching emergency vehicle. When does this rule not apply? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is this does not apply to vehicles traveling in the opposite direction of the emergency vehicle as when traveling in a 4-lane limited access highways with a center median. Flashcard 14. What should you not do is stopped by a law enforcement officer? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is move around the vehicle, talk on the cell phone, exit the vehicle, reach under the seats or open the glove box center console when the officer is approaching the vehicle. Flashcard 15. When is it legal to drive on the left side of the road? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is when passing another vehicle when turning left. Flashcard 16. It is unsafe and usually illegal to pass another vehicle in which of the following locations? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is at marked intersections in rural areas, on curves whenever there is a double solid yellow line at intersections. Flashcard 17. In which of the following places is parking not allowed? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is within 15 feet of a fire hydrant, on the sidewalk, on a bridge, overpass or tunnel, in front of a doorway. Flashcard 18. What do flashing red lights on a crosswalk sign at a railroad crossing mean? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is stop. Flashcard 19. Should you maintain your speed or slow down when moving toward an exit ramp / Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is do not slow down until you have moved on to the exit ramp. Flashcard 20. Which of the following should you do if you enter the highway in the wrong direction? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is pull over on the shoulder when the way is clear, turn around and head into proper direction. Flashcard 21. When are tires considered unsafe for the operation of a vehicle? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is when they have visible tire separation, when they are work smooth, when they have fabric showing, when they are overinflated. Flashcard 22. What is the hand signal to stop or slow down? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is put left hand and arm down, keeping hand and arm still. Flashcard 23. What should you do if a vehicle is following too closely behind you? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is move to another lane, signal the driver to pass you. Flashcard 24. What should you do as your vehicle starts to hydroplane? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is ease your foot off of the gas, steer straight. Flashcard 25. Should you use high beams or low beams when driving in foggy conditions? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is use low beams. They won't cause glare or reflection that could impair visibility. Flashcard 26. What should you do if your brakes fail? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is apply the emergent brake, move to a lower gear. Flashcard 27. What does a flashing yellow traffic signal mean? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is slow down, proceed with caution. Flashcard 28. What are green, brown or blue rectangular traffic signs used for? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is give information about locations and distances. Flashcard 29. What does the law say about bicyclists on roadways? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is bicycles are considered the same as motor vehicles. Bicyclists must obey the same traffic laws as cars. Flashcard 30. Which of the following is true about large trucks? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is trucks often appear to travel slower because of their large size. Flashcard 31. T/F driving on rural roads is less dangerous than driving in heavy city traffic. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is false. Speeds on rural roads may be higher, making them more dangerous. False. Rural roads often do not have good lighting, making them more dangerous. Flashcard 32. Which of the following statements about letting someone else operate your vehicle is true? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is it is illegal for anyone without a valid driver's license to drive on the road or highway. Flashcard 33. What should you do if a rear-end crash seems likely? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is change lanes. If you can do so quickly, press your head firmly against the headrest, speed up immediately to get out of the way, be ready to apply brakes. Flashcard 34. What should you do to control a vehicle in a skid? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is ease your foot off of the gas as soon as the vehicle's path begins to straighten. Steer in the direction you want to go. When the car straightens, steer in the direction the rear of the vehicle is skidding. Flashcard 35. What does the then see fender bender law? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is move your vehicle to the shoulder of the road following minor, non-injury crashes. Flashcard 36. Which of these statements is true about driving and taking medications? Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is most cold medications can make a person drowsy.